Jumping right in today, everybody. I got a real good video because we've actually just done a second review on our Heavy Dose Gummies. And by God, are these really strong. I've actually tried these on a couple of occasions now, and they are definitely by far the strongest gummies I've taken. I'm gonna get really into it, but I've actually had a couple of trip reports that I've attempted that I haven't even been able to finish because the gummies are so potent, and I just didn't think to keep riding, or I was just like, it was just very, very strong. So with a lot of caution, I really want to make sure this we don't have any beginners taking these, because I have a little bit of a tolerance. I'd say I have a medium dose tolerance. Like, they're pretty potent, and I'd taken a 100 milligram live resin gummy. I'd taken another one of these heavy dose gummies before this in the same week, so there was a little bit of a tolerance, but it really hit home for me last week when we were shooting. And as you will see, I'm fucking way off. It could be best for you. Jesus, Gabe, I can't fucking finish like that. To fucking look at the screen, Luke. I think we have that, or we already have some of that recorded, right? Where I basically was struggling to, I felt like a plank. Basically trying to, trying to be creative. It was not working at all for me. So I hope you get a good laugh from all the bloopers. But let me just dive in here and just give you a little bit of a better understanding of this. So I woke up. I'm never sick, by the way, right? I'm never ever sick, and so when I am sick, I'm instantly just going to reach for cannabis, because it's really a last gasp for me if I have to use pharmaceuticals. I think it's important to not just like write them off, but it's sort of like, okay, if A, B, and C didn't work, time to move to D. And so with this, I woke up in the morning, and I came to the conclusion I was drinking from a very dirty water bottle. Like, I was drinking this water, and again, my wife was like, "Did you clean that out?" It's like, it's been there for a few days, and I just was like, it's water, whatever. But I was drinking this water, and I could feel this taste. It was almost like a metallic taste. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, you think I would have said, "What the hell is in this? I'm gonna throw it out." But no, I'm drinking this thing throughout the day, and then, no joke, I should have stopped at the start of the day, but I started getting all these aches and pains throughout my whole body, like terrible. Like, I was like, I actually couldn't even go training, which is like a lot for me to not be able to go training, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this heavy dose gummy. Because you know what, sometimes when I'm in these moods, I'm like, cannabis just, kind of fix everything for me, right? And so I'm like, I take one of these heavy dose gummies, and I'll be right as rain. That was not the case, right? I was absolutely comatose, and so I'm gonna just get into it here for you. So 11:25 a.m. God, I feel like shit. My body is aching. I took a heavy dose gummy. It was a bit chewy. It was a bit chewy and fruity, with a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. But I don't really care about the flavor right now, because I just want this to work. Then 12:34, which is 1 hour later, heaviness around the eyes. It's almost like I can feel my eyelids slouching on my eyes, like they're lazy and don't want to hold themselves up. Instead, they want to use the eyeballs like a wall to lean on. So if that gives you a pretty good idea of, like, I'm suddenly just like, and I think in the other videos, if you watch them, it's very apparent to me, this sort of like almost glazed over feeling that just comes over the whole body, and especially with the eyelids, like everything's just like a little bit more slouched down like that. And as you can see today, I'm full of life, right? I'm really on point, and And so with these, it was just like, that was it, right? So after that, what a terrible trip report, right? No updates after 1 hour after taking the gummy. It's like, sorry, nobody else is home. Not going to be able to do this trip report. And so honestly, the one thing I'll tell you about these gummies, so this is the second one that I did. I'll touch briefly on the other one, but basically, no joke. So I took that at 11 a.m. and at 7 p.m. I was still just like, I am so stoned. But I basically was just in bed. I got back, I had to do a little bit of work. I was like falling asleep in the car, and then I ended up getting into bed, and it was like that feeling of like, you wake up, it's like, well, what's going on? And then no, back to sleep. Like, oh, I need some water or something, and back to sleep. And so I just really wanted to reiterate, like, I was just really surprised how unbelievably stoned I was, and it actually ended up being good because it helped me sleep much better. But it is something where if you weren't familiar with this, it would be a dreadful experience, and it would be something that you wouldn't want to have happen to you. And so coming from me, when I try all these products a lot, I just want you to know that like, these are incredibly strong. They're not for the faint-hearted. And the main reason comes back to the fact of we actually have over 3 milligrams of Delta-9 THC in those gummies. If you were looking at any of your COAs, when it says, like, if you look here, right, we purposely put Delta-8, Delta-9, 9R, 9S HHC, and then we also have the Delta-9 THC. Often what you're going to find is, hey, these are the D9 THC gummies. And then it doesn't mention anything about the fact that there's Delta-8 in there, that the Delta-8 is actually nearly all of this. And the THC is like 1 milligram or like less. So I don't want people to get confused here, like when they try these and they're like, oh, I've tried THC before, yeah, it's good, it's whatever. And then they try these and they're just like, holy crap, what the hell was that? So, yeah, they are certainly something not to be messed with, and they're really for the experienced user. And I just want to say, unless you're like, I would almost consider these like non-functional. Like, these are sort of like a muscle relaxer, right? If you're taking a muscle relaxer because you're in work, you need to go to work. Sometimes you can't actually work because they get you in a certain way. This is a little bit like that. Like, they're very, very strong. They're going to sedate you, and they are going to make you feel extremely, extremely relaxed. Now, if you're somebody who has an illness or like a condition, I have noticed before that sometimes you don't really get as high because it's the cannabinoids are doing the work. But I really just want to let you all know, like, these are by far the strongest gummies that we've ever had. There's like 8 different cannabinoids in there, and there's a lot of THC in there, not a little. And we've also maxed out the dose when it comes to it's like 2.999 Delta-9 THC in those gummies. So just really, just take your time with them. Have a little look anyway at the bloopers. You're gonna love them at the end. Like, honestly, I didn't even want to put it up because I honestly was like, this is too much, Luke. So I hope you get a good laugh out of it. And really, like I said, these are our heavy dose gummies. They're our strongest gummies to date. They are, like, I've tried the live resin ones. The live resin ones are really good too, but these are definitely stronger. Before I was like, oh, the live resin ones I think are stronger, but no, these ones are definitely stronger. So take it easy on those, enjoy them, and really just take one and then see how you feel. But you don't need more than one. And one thing I did realize too is, like, you could literally have a year's worth of gummies with buying like 20 packs, right? It's like, whatever, let's see, 20 times 20 is 400. Yeah. So if you were to buy less than that, it's around like 16 packs, you could have a year's worth of gummies. Just think about that. If you were to take one of these gummies a day, and for a majority of people, you won't even take one. So if you were to take half a gummy a day, then you only need 10 packs of these for a dose for the whole year. That would be you taking one every single day. When you think about that, it's like, hey, I got a year worth of I got a year worth of gummies here and it costs you like $800. Like, that's a steal. So I'll just leave you with that, everybody. Hope you had a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.